define here with students, interpersonal students. Interpersonal students. Now, I think the word personal, like, is very, very famous. I've got the word inter, which means between. So students who like to act together and to talk together, and I think we have, like, lots of them in our classes. Okay, lots of those students in our class. Students who like, because this is the nature of people. This is a human nature. People tend to talk together, even when you get on the bus. Okay, sometimes you have something inside you. Okay, that's telling you, I want to talk to this man sitting beside me. Sometimes it happens. Okay, we have those students. The good trainer is the one who can use this tendency inside those students for himself, for your own sake. Okay, like, yes, they like to talk with each other. Okay, perfect. Exactly, great. Okay, you want to talk? Okay, this is why I'm teaching you English. I'm teaching you English so that you can speak. Okay, so why don't I use this tendency that you have in order to make you finally do what I want? Okay, I'm not going to stop to ban talking at all inside the class, because in this case it will be a graveyard, not a class. Okay, because we need people to speak. Okay, inside our classes, we can use this. For example, I'm going also to talk about her work. I know, mashallah, I've got, like, experts sitting, okay, and some of the information I'm going to give in the second division, okay, it's going to be very famous for most of you, okay, but we're going, inshallah, to press on them, touch on them, okay, but basically, when we talk about, like, her work, okay, I give some exercises to my students. Now, some students tend to ask each other, right? They're answering that question. They want to talk with his friend sitting beside him. But is what I'm doing correct? Okay? Now, your job is that you're going to use this tendency for you. Okay? They want to check together. There is no cheating in classes. Cheating is only in exams. Okay? So use that. Okay? Give the exercise. Give them some time to do it by themselves. And then, okay, you can help each other. Every two together, every two together, every two together. Both of you, both of you, both of you. Okay? And start helping each other. And you don't leave them. You tell them exactly what they are supposed to do. How to help each other in English. Because I don't want them to help each other in Arabic in my class. Because I've got a target. Okay? So I need to put the questions that they need to use inside the class. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Like something like, what's the answer for this question? And you write that on the board. If this, alright, unbelievable. Let's do this one. I think this is good. If this something like, if this a bar, question like this. So students don't say, oh yes it is. Or no, it isn't. Simple, very simple things. Okay, now finally you're using English and checking your answers in English. So they're speaking, so you don't feel that they are handcuffed in your class, sitting like that all the time. This is horrible. Okay, a class sitting like that, and a trainer shouting all the time. Okay, you don't live like that. They need a safe environment so that they can, like, come out with things and speak and, like, be happy. Okay, so you give them little things and you allow them. And of course, we've got the group work, per work, okay? All these activities help students who are interpersonal. Okay, now, let's see some details. Interpersonal is good at what? Mixing with others. Leading groups. And this is your job as a trainer. Because as a trainer, you've got a pick an eye. Okay? Inside your class, okay, you have a look, okay? Okay, you're going to be a leader, you're a leader, you're a leader, you're a leader. You know people who can be leaders. So you start with them first, class after class, until the other students, start to know what the meaning of being a leader is. And then you start to pick up, a little bit weaker student to be a leader. So that you try to teach them leadership, because we're not teaching English only. We're building characters inside the class. Okay? And assigning leaders, it's unbelievable. It is great business. Like, for example, I was teaching business English in the Faculty of Commerce, okay? And on the first day, I was teaching upper intermediate. The first day in the class, I started, making paperwork. Then, standing, I take a step back, I look at my class, okay, while I'm monitoring everyone, okay, this man is unbelievable. This can't be a leader. This man is unbelievable. So I'm picking. My eye is picking everyone. Okay, it's going to be a leader. Then you assign the leaders, okay, after, 3 classes, 2 classes, you're going to change them so that the other students don't get frustrated, okay? These kinds of exercises are very amazing for interpersonal students. Understanding others and mediating, talking, okay, debating, okay, give and take. It depends also, when it comes to debating, okay, it depends on the level of students you teach. Okay, sometimes it's difficult for, okay, primary students, but generally, okay, these are the kinds of exercises that, interpersonal students like so much. Now, when it comes to cooperating, working in groups and sharing, learn fine, activities, mingle, activities, group work, debates, discussions. As you know, a debate is like give and take. This is my opinion, the other one, I don't like it. Okay? And there are so many different strategies. Let me give you an example that is not related to jump aboard here, okay, because the debate, I think it's for higher, most of the time it's for higher students, okay. For primary students, it's going to be, applying on a lower level. I think so, I don't think so, but I'm not now to get into, many details, okay. But in some business courses, at the very end of every module, you get something that is called case study. In a case study, which is also something that is very interesting in teaching business English, okay, and you can apply the idea on, on higher students, okay, studying general English. What is a case study? A case study is after the module is over, you give them a problem, okay, a real problem that a company is facing. Okay, let's say that a company is selling coffee and she's facing troubles and the company is going down. And then you start telling them about the background of this company and what the problems facing the company are. Okay, and then you divide them into groups. Okay, you divide them into groups. Okay, and then you start delivering sheets to everyone. Okay, and everyone is told exactly what his job in the sheet. Okay, my job is that I'm going to ask the manager to find new packages for the coffee because the old packages are not fashionable and people don't like buying them. Now, the other one is going to say, no, I don't think so, I need to change the flavor of the coffee. And so everybody is giving, something that is different. And then you hold a meeting, okay, assigning a leader, a big leader. And groups, and for every group a leader. You've got 5 leaders and big leaders playing the role of the manager of the company. And then they make a meeting together and they start discussing and defending and debating. No, I don't think so. This is going to be expensive. No, this is going to cost us more money. Like that. Such classes, believe me, unbelievable. Debating classes are great. And you can sit on your chair, watching the class working, and you are doing nothing. And I believe that if a trainer is able to get out of this class, to bring a cup of tea, while the students are doing the business, this is a very successful trainer. Why? Because you reach to the stage that you have motivated your student to the degree that they love working. They're doing this because they love it, not because you were standing watching. This is very amazing. Okay, so mental activities, group work, debates, discussions. Now, another kind of students here, intrapersonal students. Intrapersonal students, we've got interpersonal, now intrapersonal. Now intrapersonal students, they are introverted. They don't like to speak. They don't like to talk. They like to work by themselves. Okay? And they love it so much. Okay? We might not have many of them in class. You might have 2 or 3, maybe 5, but they're not so many. But but it is your job also, okay, to give them part of what they like inside of them. Okay? They have to be like given something. Like what? Like let me give you an example. Okay? Like they don't like to go in pair work. They don't like to be in group work. Actually English without speaking. Some such students cause you problems in the class. Because I want you to speak. This is why I'm teaching you languages. Because a language is invented so that people can use it. Okay? But sometimes choose an exercise and set a goal, okay? Set a goal for this exercise, and everyone is working by himself. And you try to motivate them that you're going to see who's going to be able to solve it. So in this case you create a sense of competition that will suit very much this kind of students. Because they like to work for themselves. They like to achieve their own goals. Okay, so give them time. Okay, and check, and and give them encouraging words while doing that when they achieve something. And then after that, you can move to the homework. Check with each other. So sometimes you are doing this in your classes only to please those kinds of students. So you've got to be aware that you have them. Okay, and of course it's very easy for for a trainer that gets in classes to pick up those. It's just from the first look, okay, this man's not sharing. You know it. Okay? You try to encourage it as much as possible to share in the verbal work and the group work, but you know, deep down in your mind, this is an intrapersonal student. He does not like to work with you. So you've got to please him somehow by giving him something. This works for you. The students tend to love you. Okay? Because when you give them what they want, they like you and they like your class. Okay? So a class that is full of verbal work for an intrapersonal student, you don't like it. Okay? And you've got to give them something that he likes in that class. And as we said at the very beginning, you're not going to please everybody. Okay? Because even prophets were not able to do it. Okay? So what you're going to do, you just do your best. Okay? Now, when it comes to intrapersonal students, you see,